I wish a very happy Platinum Jubilee celebration of Independence Day to everyone. First of all, I would like to thank the Nudi Namana to the Freedom Fighters program organized by the Department of Library and Internal Quality Assurance Cell of Govindadasa College for giving me this opportunity. In this recorded program, I, Pallavi of First BCom, am going to give you a brief introduction on one of the greatest freedom fighters, Sarojini Naidu. Sarojini Naidu was an Indian independence activist, poet, and politician. A renowned orator and accomplished poet, she is often known by the moniker the Nightingale of India. As a prodigious child, Naidu wrote the play Mahar Munir, which earned her a scholarship to study abroad. She became the second woman president of Indian National Congress and was the first woman governor of an Indian state after independence. Her collection of poems earned her literary acclaim. In 1905, she published her first book, a collection of poems under the title Golden Threshold. Sarojini Naidu was born on February 13, 1879 in Hyderabad. Her father, Dr. Aghorenath Chattopadhyay, was a scientist, philosopher and an educator. He founded the Nizam College of Hyderabad. Her mother, Varada Sundari Devi, was a poetess in Bengali language. Her second brother, Harindranath Chattopadhyay, was a renowned poet and a successful playwright. Her sister, Sunalini Devi, was a dancer and an actress. Since childhood, Sarojini was a very bright and intelligent child. She topped her matriculation exam from Madras University. Her father wanted Sarojini to become a mathematician or a scientist, but young Sarojini was attracted to poetry. At the age of 16, she got admission in the King's College, England, and later joined Girton College in Cambridge. There, she had the opportunity to meet prominent English authors like Arthur Simon and Edmund Gosse, who inspired her to seek inspiration from India's natural beauty, religious pluralism, and essence of the country's social milieu. Sarojini was initiated into the Indian political arena by iconic stalwart of Indian freedom struggle Gopal Krishna Gokhale and Gandhi. She was deeply affected by the partition of Bengal in 1905 and decided to join the Indian freedom struggle. She met Jawaharlal Nehru in 1916, worked with him for the disheartening condition of the indigo workers in Champaran in the western district of Bihar, and fought vehemently with the British for their rights. Sarojini Naidu traveled all over India and delivered speeches on welfare of youth, dignity of labor, and women's emancipation and nationalism. In 1917, she helped found the Women's India Association with Anne Besant and other prominent leaders. She also presented to the Congress the need to involve more women in freedom struggle. She traveled extensively to the United States of America and many European countries as the flag bearer of the Indian nationalist struggle. Sarojini Naidu religiously followed Gandhi's example and actively supported his other campaigns like the Caliphate issue, the Sabarmati Pact, the Satyagraha Pledge, and the Civil Disobedience Movement. When Gandhi was arrested after the Salt March to Dandi in 1930, she led the Dharasana Satyagraha with other leaders. She accompanied Gandhi to London to take part in the round table talks with the British government in 1931. In 1942, she was arrested and was sentenced to imprisonment for 21 months. She went to England in 1919 as the member of the All India House Rule deputation. In January 1924, she was one of the two delegates of the Indian National Congress to attend the East African Indian Congress. As a result, her selfless contribution to the cause of freedom led her to be elected as the president of the Indian National Congress Party in 1925. Naidu played an immense role in presenting the norms of the Indian nonviolent struggle for freedom to the world. She traveled to Europe and even to the United States to put forth Gandhian principles and was partly responsible for establishing him as this icon of peace. Besides her role and contribution to the Indian nationalist movement, Sarojini Naidu is also revered for her contribution in the field of Indian poetry. Many of her works were transformed into songs. She drew inspiration from nature as well as surrounding daily lives, and her poetry echoed with the ethos of her patriotism. Apart from poetry, she also penned articles and essays like Words of Freedom on her political beliefs and social issues like women empowerment. On 2nd of March 1949, Sarojini Naidu died at Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. Her childhood residence at Nampally was bequeathed to the University of Hyderabad by her family and it was christened as the Golden Threshold after Naidu's 1905 publication. The university renamed its School of Fine Arts and Communication as Sarojini Naidu School of Arts and Communication to honor the Nightingale of India. At last, I would like to end this speech by her own words. As long as I have life, as long as blood flows through this arm of mine, I shall not leave the cause of freedom. I am only a woman, only a poet. But as a woman, I give you the weapons of faith and courage and the shield of fortitude. And as a poet, I fling out the banner of song and sound, the bugle call to battle. How shall I kindle the flame which shall waken you men from slavery? Thank you.